In theory, SMMA is simple. You generate leads and other people pay you for it. But why does it seem so hard to get started? Hey, I'm Gus, and a few years ago I was living a shitty life that I absolutely hated, dreaming of more time, location, and financial freedom. But now I'm a multi-six-figure agency owner, and in this video I'll walk you through the 6 steps to go from 0 to 100K a year in revenue with a social media marketing agency. A social media marketing agency is basically a service-based business where you provide marketing to clients in exchange for a fee or a commission. What you're doing is helping businesses grow their online presence by bringing in more customers through social media platforms. This can mean managing their social media accounts, running ad campaigns, creating engaging content, or managing a community. What I do is run Facebook ads for businesses. This is one of the fastest ways to bring in new customers in the door quickly. The first step is to choose a niche. You want to choose around 2 to 3 niches, figure out what you like, what works, and what doesn't. If I were to do it all over again, I would choose a niche that has money. For example, I initially chose martial arts studios because of my passion for fitness and the martial arts. But I quickly found out that I couldn't charge much for my services in this industry, which ultimately made it very hard to scale once I crossed the 20K a month mark. You don't want that. Find a niche that already has big money to spend on marketing. Medical service providers, for example. Ideally, you want to choose a niche that has already been proven, like dental, chiropractic, and real estate. And although these niches are extremely competitive, they have created millionaires. Look for niches with medium to high lifetime value. Niches like doctors are a great example of this. Now, niches like restaurants can be challenging. Somebody like a plastic surgeon that's charging 10K, 20K, or even 30K for a procedure will be a lot easier to get results for because all you have to do is get them a couple of clients for them to see a massive ROI. On the other hand, a business like a restaurant that's averaging a $50 meal will be a lot harder to get results for because they will need hundreds of customers coming in every single month to get a significant return. This is why you'll be able to charge bigger retainers to businesses who have higher client lifetime values. The following step after that will be to structure your service packages. Focus on what you're good at, whether it's social media marketing, paid ads, SEO, or user-generated content. This will determine how you price your services and what you can actually offer. If you're a complete beginner, social media management and paid ads are the easiest to start with. Here are the 3 tiers that you can offer. Number 1 is going to be the low tier. Now, this is going to be for businesses that can't really afford much. They can't afford paid ads, but they still need something to get going to grow their business. For example, these are some of the services that I've offered for this tier. Now, you can do something recurring like social media management, where you would manage the social media accounts of these businesses. You would create content for them, post on their accounts, and be able to help them attract more customers through organic social media marketing. The great thing about offering something like this is that most businesses will be able to afford this, and every business needs a social media presence. On top of that, this will be a low ticket recurring retainer that you'll be getting every single month. Another thing you can offer for this tier would be something like a one-time setup. So it can be a one-time setup for ads, it can be a one-time setup for a funnel, a one-time setup for an AI bot. There are so many different things that you can do. But normally for this, you can charge anywhere from about $300 to $1,000 one-time fee. This will at the very least allow you to have a downsell for potential customers that can't afford your main service. Next is the mid-tier, which is essentially going to be your main service. An example of this would be running paid ads such as Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Google. Now for this, you want to charge a monthly retainer, and on top of that, get a budget for ad spend. So when I'm working with clients, I tell them, hey, this is the investment for our services, and this is going to be the investment for the ad spend. Now, the prices that you can charge for this heavily depends on the industry, the services that you actually offer, and the type of return on investment that you can actually get the client. An example of this would be a monthly retainer ranging anywhere from $1,000 a month to $5,000 a month. Again, like I mentioned, this would depend on your services, the industry, and the return that you can actually get the client. Lastly, you're going to have your high tier offer, which is essentially your mid tier offer, just paid in full. So let's use one of our offers as an example. So we have a 90-day program and we charge $1,500 a month for our retainer. Now, if somebody signs up for the 90-day program and they pay up front, they will actually get the program for $4K. So they have that option to pay in full, save $500 if they actually pay for the program up front. One of the reasons would be to actually get people to commit and go all in. If they pay for your program up front, they are committed. They are all in on this. On top of that, you're actually giving them an incentive to save money and actually collect more cash up front. A few months ago, we did a survey in our agency and we actually found out that people who paid in full, most of them got way better results than somebody who did a monthly retainer. Why? Because they committed up front and were all in on our program. This structure will help you cater to different client needs and budgets, making your services more appealing. Step 3 is developing a solid outreach plan. Figure out where your potential clients are and how to reach them. When I was first starting my agency, I used methods like cold DMs, cold emails, and power partners. I actually landed my first few clients through cold DMs. So I would suggest that that's something that you should be starting right away. So what you can do is go ahead and cold DM businesses through Facebook and Instagram and pitch them your services. Now, once you actually learn how to do this and get this down, you want to hire a virtual assistant that is going to be helping you with outreach. This will allow you to buy your time back, offload low-level tasks, and reach out to more businesses. Now, I know what you're thinking, Gus, I can't afford to hire a virtual assistant. I can't afford to hire anybody. Now, you can actually hire a virtual assistant from the Philippines or any other country offshore for about $3 an hour. When I first started, I actually hired a virtual assistant from the Philippines to help me with my outreach. She worked with me part-time, and one of her main roles was to do cold outreach to help me book more appointments and get more clients. This allowed me to buy my time back so that I can actually focus on continuing to grow the company. So for cold outreach, choose something that you can do today, like cold DMs and cold email. Next, you want to make sure that your volume is there. A lot of people think, I'm just gonna send 10 messages a day and I'm gonna get a ton of clients. That's not the way it works. You have to be sending hundreds of messages per day if you actually want to start seeing results fast. So whether it's cold DMs, cold calling, cold email, you have to send these in mass volume every single day, and you have to be consistent. This will allow you to reach out to enough businesses to get data, build momentum, and actually talk to enough people to pitch them your services. So first, choose an outreach method. Second, actually send out enough volume so that you can see tangible results. And lastly, systemize your outreach process by hiring VAs and getting them to do your outreach for you. Step 4, with your outreach plan in place, you should be able to acquire your first few clients. Getting your first few clients is the hardest part. One thing I've noticed with myself when I was starting off and with my clients is that one of the most uncomfortable things to do when you're starting off is actually doing things that drive your business forward. One of the biggest things my clients struggle with when I'm helping them start their social media marketing agency is actually getting them to do the outreach and talk to potential clients. This is where I really have to push them and get them out of their comfort zone. And I get it, it's scary, reaching out to all of these businesses, making calls, getting on the phone with them, dealing with potential rejection, etc. But all of this is necessary if you want to start your social media marketing agency and get your first few clients. When you're starting off, you want to focus 90% of your time on lead generation and sales. Many people fail because they spend too much time on logos and websites and all the things that aren't getting them clients. When you're starting off, you have to focus on setting and closing appointments. Your brain will actually trick you and get you to do anything else but outreach because it wants to keep you safe and comfortable. But you have to get uncomfortable if you want to make this successful. Guys, when I was starting off, I was absolutely terrified. I didn't want to make calls. I didn't want to send cold DMs. I was afraid to actually get on the phone with people, but I had to overcome that fear because I knew if I didn't, I was not going to make this successful. So if you actually want to build an online business, live your dream life, and achieve financial freedom, you have to overcome these things. Step 5 is going to be building systems and hiring. As you grow, you want to start hiring other people. You can't do it alone. You need a team. The first thing you have to do is systemize your outreach. Now, after you systemize your outreach, you want to systemize your fulfillment. So what that would entail is hiring a media buyer that's going to help you manage all of the client accounts. Then you want to hire a client success coach that's actually going to talk to the clients and handle the customer service. This will allow you to take yourself out of client fulfillment so that you can continue focusing on growing your agency. Next, you want to build systems for mundane processes like your onboarding, client setup, etc. The more systems and processes that you can automate in your business, the better. One very important thing is to make sure you deliver exceptional results for your clients. Once you have a consistent amount of clients coming in and can't handle anymore, hire a media buyer and take yourself out of that role. Now, what I suggest is that you actually learn how to do the client fulfillment yourself. You learn how to run ads, you learn the customer service aspect, talking to clients, because that is the skill that you're going to need down the line in case anything goes south. Don't put yourself in a position where you're not in control of your clients' results. I'm very proud to say that if anything goes south, I can step in and do any role in my agency if needed. I'm grateful to have an amazing team that does all that for me now. But in case of an emergency, I can handle it. The first 10K a month is really all just about hustle. It's not about the skills, but how hard you're actually willing to work. So find ways to do more of what you're already doing. Now imagine two guys. One reaches out to 1,000 businesses per day and the other reaches out to 10. Which guy do you actually think will get to 100K faster? Of course, the one who reaches out to 1,000 businesses per day. There are only two things that you can do to scale your agency to 100K per year. Number one is get more clients, and you can do this by building those outreach systems that we talked about. And number two would be actually making your clients worth more, which would be by providing an exceptional service and having your clients stay for a very long time. For both of these things, you can do the following. Hire a team. As your client base grows, you might need help with the customer support and maintaining the quality of your work. You want to make sure all of your clients are taken care of and they're getting amazing results. Also, hire other people to help you do the outreach and create content. Make sure that you have a solid outreach system in place if you want to consistently get more clients. Remember, you can't do this alone. You need a team. You need a team to both help you do the outreach and help you do the client fulfillment if you want to scale. Next, automate processes. Automation saves time, reduces the risk of human error, and it allows you to focus on high-value tasks. At first, keep things simple. You don't want to overcomplicate things, but as you grow and continue hiring people, you want to build automations and systems to help you continue to grow your business. This will save time and increase productivity. Next is going to be to expand and improve your services. Offering a broader range of services can attract more clients and increase your revenue per client. Identify complementary services to what you already offer so that your clients can get their desired result faster. Take relevant courses to skill up. An example of this for us would be we offer ads, but then we have an AI system that actually follows up with the leads for you. That was a complementary service that I thought could bring a lot of value to clients who just were not following up with their leads. This not only increased client results, but it overall added more value to our service. This is how you can create better bundled service packages to deliver better results and charge more for your services. And lastly, collect case studies and build as much social proof as you possibly can. Collecting client testimonials will allow you to build better marketing tools to attract more clients. Have you heard of Hermosi's value equation? You need to continuously improve client results, increase the likelihood of getting results, reduce the time it takes to get results, and reduce the workload your clients have. This is how you increase the value of your work. The higher the value, the more you can charge and the faster you can scale. If you follow these steps, you'll be well on your way to building a successful social media marketing agency. The key is to stay focused, keep learning, and never give up. Now, if you want to find out my secret method that literally nobody else is using that took my small 2K a month agency to 6 figures in months instead of years, then click here to watch this video. Thank you for watching.